Hello everybody! Welcome back to Let's Stream Castlevania Circle of the Moon. So, between this episode and the last, I did a lot of level grinding. Starting at the frozen shades that I pointed out, and ending at the Dullahans. So I've moved back here to the hub because now that we have access to all of these special movement abilities, this episode's going to be the obligatory go back to everywhere you've been before, so that way you can uncover secrets and whatnot. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. Today will also probably, more than likely, be the final episode, because covering everything else on the map will progress the story to about the end of it anyway. So, there's actually a side thing I want to go grab first. Actually, a couple of side things. And the first one is actually over there in the chapel. I want to go over there first, because we can get a card over there. And that card will make doing the rest of this a lot easier. Just a second here. Work with me, please. Thank you. Okay. So, first things first, let's head to the chapel, because we have some new business over there. Oh! Did my stream crash? It's just showing a black screen. Why is it just showing a black screen? Okay, that seems to be just mobile being mobile. I don't know why Twitch Mobile does that. There we go. Okay. So let's head back to the chapel, because we have business over there first. Let's see. And to speed things along, we move fast enough that we should be able... Yeah, we can just blitz right through these guys. Oh yeah, and you may have also noticed I have 9,999 luck. That's with the cursed rings equipped, by the way. My luck is so high that it has gone past the cap, and even reductions from equipment won't reduce it anymore. So yeah, we have the maximum drop rate possible. I don't think I can... Nope, can't run through that guy. So we actually have to fight these. So, I'm not going to be doing any more level grinding throughout the rest of the game. Any levels I get from this point on are purely incidental. So we will be coming back here eventually. I could probably just kill the bloody swords by running into them, honestly. But, okay, yeah, the bloody swords I can kill just by running into them. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to whip the guy, but I guess that works. Let's see. So, to get where we need to go more or less almost all the way up to Andromelech's room, because there's a new zone over there. Oh, that's nice that I can kill those things without any issue. No luck going that way. Is it this way? That's a save point. I might as well heal while I'm here. Actually, there should be a warp point coming up where we're going, so I can save in the hub once we actually get there. I was about to say, where are the Thunder Demons at? Let's see. This is too high up. Well, no, actually, no, it's not high enough up. We need to go this way. And get knocked back down like a chump. If these guys would move. Come on, come over here. Thank you. See why these guys are annoying. And if it wasn't for the fact that their stupid little attacks home in on you, I'd just ignore them entirely. Okay, so I believe in here is where we actually need to diverge from the path. Because we could have come here way earlier, but we didn't have the necessary stats or the ability to really traverse the area all that well. Because I believe in order to even gain initial access, you need to be able to push blocks, but to actually navigate the area, you need to be able to do the high jump. So we need to go down here and push this out of the way. Bad bloody sword. I just realized I picked up a knife from somewhere. Must have been from... Let me guess. I don't think I can run this guy over, because we're technically in a new area at this point. Yeah. I can kill hyenas in one hit, though, so I can bowl them over, no problem. Okay, so there is an enemy that I will probably want to avoid coming up. I forget if he's here or if he's higher up. He might be somewhere else. Get out of my way. Ah, yes, grizzlies. You can see these guys can still take quite a beating. Can still dish it out pretty good, too. HP is getting a little suspect, so... 4 hits with the whip, that's fine. So straight ahead is where we need to go, but I want to go down because this unlocks a warp room, which will let me save. Because there is a very, very dangerous enemy coming up that I want to make sure we do not fall victim to. And unfortunately, it's an enemy we're going to have to kill. Ah, my timing was just ever so slightly... Yeah, it's just ever so slightly off. I can't run over these guys. That's okay. But yeah, this enemy that we're going to be fighting is not only unique, it's powerful enough to be considered a mini-boss or even a proper boss in its own right. So we need to be very careful when fighting it. Okay, so in here, you want to be really careful about where you, like, start jumping around. Let's see. I think there's an MP boost up there. We'll save that for healing in case we need it. One of the main reasons you want to be careful about flying around up here is because legions are everywhere up here. Ooh, that thing dropped a potion high. Alright, that thing with the ring that you saw. Okay, we managed to escape from it. So I actually don't want to go into this area yet. I just want to go to the top here, because I think one of these has a cross. Yeah, here it is. Get my cross back. But, there's one particular enemy out here that we want to fight, and it's not Legion. It was that thing that had all the rings around it. We barely saw it coming down. But the last time we saw an enemy like that was when we were fighting the Necromancer, I think his name was. So, big thing about fighting this thing is you want to make sure all the legions are gone. At least around here. Okay, be very careful. This is the Fallen Angel. You can see 71 damage with the defense buff. This thing hits really hard. And this is also unique as it's one of the few, if not the only enemy in the game. Okay, that was fortunate. That does light elemental damage. Now, unfortunately, that's also the only one of its kind, so if it doesn't drop the card, we're going to have to leave and come back. Thankfully, to facilitate killing that thing, not only are there a bunch of hearts readily available, we're next to a sub-weapon repository, which is a safe place to farm hearts. There is a max MP refill and a max HP refill in here. So we have plenty of resources available to make this grind a little bit less painful. And unfortunately, this one is like the ultimate of the flyers, if that makes sense. There we go, and I got the card. Saturn. Okay, Saturn is a very powerful card. Saturn allows us to summon by using the same button combination that, oh no, this is different. This one summons familiars. Okay, I was mistaken. There's a different card that does that. But, we'll find the other cards like that when we go do other things. But this lets us summon familiars. Sometimes they attack on their own, sometimes they attack when we do. I believe that was Saturn, right? Yeah. Saturn Salamander summons a bat that shoots fireballs. Saturn Serpent summons a ghost. The ghost attacks on its own. It, like, kind of seeks out an enemy and possesses them to do damage. Saturn Mandragora, I believe, is the owl. Yeah, the owl attacks on its own. If you brandish, they'll constantly attack. Saturn Golem, I believe this is the hawk. The hawk just attacks on its own. Saturn Cockatrice is a Medusa head who shoots projectile stones. I'm pretty sure these can petrify enemies, too. It's actually pretty funny. Saturn Manticore summons a poison cloud that just targets enemies at random. Doesn't attack on its own. Or, I mean, it does attack on its own, but it doesn't attack when we do. Saturn Griffin summons a fairy. And the fairy just rapid-fire, like, shoots things. It doesn't heal you or anything. And then, finally, Saturn Thunderbird. Well, it's a literal Thunderbird. It acts like the hawk and just kind of, or the ghost, and just seeks things out. So, okay, this was actually a mistake on my part. That's not the card I thought it was. So, before we go off exploring again, I need a stopwatch. And since we're next to a sub-weapon repository, there should be a stopwatch in here. There it is. So we're going to need this to kill two specific enemies that we are going to encounter while we're kind of backtracking around. So, we're probably going to end up having to kill that fallen angel again, so let me tell you what, I'm going to heal in here real quick. Just get my health back, because that thing did actually kind of kick the crap out of me. And not having the ability that I thought it was going to drop is going to make dealing with it that much harder. Thankfully, once we actually get the cards that we need, though, it won't be as big of a deal. This battle arena here, by the way, where we're standing, is a optional sort of like bonus dungeon type area. We'll be coming here last, basically. Once we've done everything else, we'll come in here. But for now, I figured we'd make the pit stop, at least get the warp area open, get the Saturn card, and then head out and do the rest of our business. And I am going to try and make this the finale if at all possible, so tonight's episode might run a little longer than normal, just to facilitate that, because if I tried doing it for the standard amount of time, if I run out of time, there'd probably be like less than 10 minutes of content left, if that, so best just to finish it now, get everything done. Oh. I was about to say, Fallen Angel is probably not affected by that. It is, just not as strongly. So... okay. Mana boost is up there. There's a health boost down at the bottom. You know what? It makes it easier to dodge those things, but... yeah, I think the stopwatch is actually probably the most effective means of dealing with that thing. Yeah, whatever you do, don't come down here and grab this while the Fallen Angel's still alive. It can fly through walls and will trap you in there. And by the time I fully heal and grab this thing, the curse should be gone. Oh, also, by the way, while I was grinding, I did use up a bunch of my heart medication. So we don't have nearly as many as we did starting off, but we'll still have enough to get done what we need to do. So, let's start off by going to the warp room right in front of Dracula's chamber, which is this one right over here. Down we go. Let's see, I'm pretty sure we got the hidden wall that was over there. No, we didn't. Okay, so first things first, there's actually a hidden wall inside this shaft. So, let's see, we need Jupiter's Serpent, and somewhere around here... There it is! You can find a health boost. But that's not all. There's a hidden ceiling in here. Now, there's a rare enemy in here that only spawns in here. It's a skeleton marathonist, or something like that, or a skeleton Olympian or something. It drops an Easter egg item that, when you equip it, interacts with one of the card combinations we haven't seen yet in a really weird manner. But it doesn't really do anything special on its own, so I'm content to just leave it be. And as for DSS combinations that I'll be running while I'm running around down here, I'm going to be running the heart booster, because using the stopwatch is expensive. I think it's like 10 hearts per use or something. So filling it up on the way will just be a smart thing to do. What? Where were you aiming? Ah, crap. She got me. Yeah, that's the one downside to using this, is that I'm not using the defense buff at all. Okay, so first place we want to go is actually in here. We could have come here a lot earlier, but I figured there was no reason, because we'd be doing this huge backtrack across the entire map anyway. So now there's some enemies in here. We have fox hunters, and I believe that's an arc demon. Okay. This is actually the earliest place where you can encounter an arc demon, because you can come here more or less the second you have the what is it? More or less, you have the ability. The second you have the ability to push boxes around, you can come kill that guy. And he's got a... I didn't mean to do that, but okay, this works. More accidental sub-weapon usage. Oh well. I think we're nearly maxed. Yeah, not too much more. Let's see, the next place we need to go is over here. This area, we definitely could have done this earlier, like a lot earlier, but it's just easier to do this now that we have the high jump. Flee, man. Definitely don't want that. I'll save the mana boost for when we're coming back out. Okay, these guys should not have a lot of HP, so let's do Jupiter Mana Core. Yeah, and then just shoot straight up. Normally what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to, like, use an ice weapon to freeze those brain floats and just fly up here, but I see no reason. I don't think there's any hidden walls or anything around here. Well, we don't need to heal, might as well grab that. I definitely don't want that. Ooh, a spiced meat. Very nice. Goodbye, Arachne. Okay, I think the enemies in here are the same ones that they've always been. Yeah, we can one-shot that guy. He's not a problem. Alright, we've got all of our hearts back. Let's see, there's another room up here. This is the first area with the bats where we did our very initial level grinding right at the start. And they still managed to knock me flat on my tail. That's funny. Alright, so in here, if you have the ability to break blocks, you can come through here. This is a decent place to get stone armor if you don't just automatically destroy him. You can also kill zombie thieves in here if you care to do so. And there's an MP boost. Yeah, I'm good on hearts. So as long as I don't accidentally use the stopwatch again, I should be okay. Down we go. I'm freezing these worms in midair. That's actually funny looking. Oh no! You poisoned me! When I have, yeah, like, almost a nice amount of antidotes. Whatever will I do? Okay, let's see. I don't think there's anything special in this room in particular, but we can go around this way, because I think we went this way before by mistake. And there's actually something we can do in here now. Man, that used to do a massive chunk of our life. Now that only does 2. And yeah, you'll notice this guy's here now. It's a bone tower, and if you're not careful, these guys will just fall on you. Nasty trap. And these guys are guarding an HP boost. Nothing around here. Let me just check the map. I actually do have a map pulled up for cross-referencing. And we'll see if this one matches up. Let's see. So far, so good, yeah. There's some things in the room up above, but nothing hidden. So yeah, we're doing pretty good so far. I mostly have the cross-reference up just in case I need to use it as a refresher. Because I'm doing most of this based off of memory. Your silly little trap doesn't do anything when I can just jump higher than you. I don't think we came this way, did we? No, we did not. Heart boost. Okay, and that's all that's up here. Why is my screen going black? Twitch, what are you doing? Let's see. So according to the map, I'm not missing anything else. That seems to be everything in this area. Yeah, that seems to be everything in the catacombs area. However, we are not 100% done here, because there's actually something waiting for us back in Cerberus's boss room. I think we could have done this, I think as soon as we beat Death was the earliest time we could have come here and gotten this. And it's the main reason why I have the stopwatch. You know what, at this point, it might be better to just bowl everything over. We haven't saved in a minute either, so we'll go ahead and save here. I think these are still gremlins. Yeah, they are. Huh. These ones didn't upgrade. The ones up above did, though. Okay, so we need to be careful in here. So you notice this place is still really good for farming hearts, but you'll notice there's a mysterious blue candle here. We smack that. Oh, we can actually one-shot it. That's actually really good. So, yeah, we don't need the stopwatch for this one. That is a trick candle. Their entire purpose... Oh no, we didn't kill it. Okay, so it's going to take more than one hit. Can I kill this without needing to use the stopwatch? Not if it bumps into me, no. But what you're supposed to do with these is you're supposed to use the stopwatch, hit their candle because they are not affected by it, but it slows down their, like, sinking away animation, because literally all they do is they jump out, they sink into the ground, and run away. But as you notice, they drop a card. So that is why I brought the stopwatch. Ooh, a heart mega. That's really nice. Sadly, I don't have all day to farm heart megas, so if you would just kindly drop the card. Oh, it's 20 hearts per use. That's worse. Oh, I guess I saw it as 10... What? I don't know if shooter works with that. I think it was 10 with shooter, so maybe it does. Yeah, hopefully, since we have max luck, this should not take long at all. Heart megas are appreciated. They'll be useful when we eventually go to the battle arena. And they can drop the card while they're doing that little sync animation. So don't think you have to kill them before they hit the ground. Just killing them before they get away is sufficient. Now, is this the one that drops the card I was thinking of? Man, they really don't want to drop it, despite me having max luck. I swear, I had better luck with this thing outside of Thief mode. This is ridiculous. There it is. Pluto. Now, is this the one? No, we actually missed one. So, Pluto is interesting. Pluto has a wide variety of effects. It's not quite random, but it does have a variety of abilities. I forget what this one does. Is this one Item Crash? Yes, it is. Okay, so Pluto Salamander is Item Crash. I don't think we'll need Item Crash, because I think just having the regular stopwatch will do for the next one. Because there's more than one of those Mimic Candle things. Alright, so let's see. What does Pluto and Serpent do? To remember. This one's not the XP booster, is it? I don't think so. Getting hit didn't seem to do anything. Oh, special move, is it? We don't want to go this way. I know one of the Pluto combinations is an experience booster. Oh, right, that's... okay. This one is double effectiveness of sub-weapons. Which, for the stopwatch, is basically just a weaker version of Item Crash. I think this one is specifically mentioned to be use 2 sub-weapons at once. Okay, so for this area, this is like the upper catacombs area, leading on towards the little like main hub zone. I think I've gotten everything in here. Let's look. Oh my god, why are you doing this? Hold on. Phone, work with me, please. My phone is being very, very uncooperative. I don't know why it's doing that right now. Okay. Let's do it like this. Yeah, try to be uncooperative with that. You don't want to cooperate? I'll force you to cooperate. Take that. Can't stop me from doing this if I take a screenshot of it. Ah. Okay, so... looking here, there's that huge vertical shaft that we need to go into, but otherwise... nothing really special here. So let's look at other combinations. Pluto, Mandragora, I think this one's the experience booster. Yeah, 20% extra XP. That would have been helpful earlier during the grind, but... oh, this one's the doppelganger! Basically, you have a little double image that shoots up in front of you and mimics whatever your actions are. I think it throws sub-weapons if you throw them, too. It doesn't quite do... I don't think it costs double the hearts, either. But, it's definitely interesting. You can see, however, it does lag a little behind. What is this one? Ah, defense increases depending on time elapsed in game. This, okay, Pluto Manticore, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this one is the one that converts heart cost to magic. And way up here, HP boost. Let's see, Griffin with Pluto. Ah, this is the actual, like, run at the speed of sound speed boost thing. We move super fast. Doesn't work while you're jumping, but you just zoom everywhere. Like, watch. Whoosh! And then Pluto Thunderbird. I forget what this one is. I think this is attack boost based on time elapsed. Yeah, okay. Actually, let's go with Jupiter, so that I can find hidden walls. Okay. So, looking around in this area, this is kind of like the main, almost the main area. Nothing special here, so our next goal is going to want to be actually the entrance leading towards the machine tower, which, according to the map, I've actually found everything in the machine tower, at least as far as hidden rooms go, but there's an enemy in the Golem's boss room we want to go deal with. So the easiest way to get there would be to jump straight up and go about our business up this way. I need my stopwatch, please. at least until I take care of the next little, like, mimic candle type enemy, I'm going to need the stopwatch. Thankfully, once I actually get the last card I need from random enemies outside the battle arena, I won't need to use the stopwatch anymore. But until then, okay, I think we need to be careful, because coming up here... Yeah, succubi. I'm just going to run past them. There's no reason for me to fight these. Whew, okay. Let's see, so from here, we want to go straight across. Actually, we want to go to the entrance first, where we fought the... No, we do want to go straight across, because then we can go up and around and then back down, so yeah, that'll work. So yeah, we want to go to the machine tower next. Should be just straight this way. MP boost, don't mind if I do. Out of my way! I said out of my way! Even the level geometry is trying to punk me. Let's see. Okay, so we want to head down first. We could have gotten this before we headed to death, but might as well grab this now. Push this out of the way. There's a Storm Knight here, but we can just avoid him. Now, I believe there's a succubus up top guarding a... Oh, no, you're not a succubus. That is a frozen shade. Kind of out of the way for grinding purposes, but... She guards a heart boost, so that's worth something. Take those. Alright, so to the machine tower. I don't think the machine tower has a warp point. No, it's basically straight up and go to Golem's room. So, not gonna be too bad, especially since we can just bypass all of the platforming segments. We just gotta make sure we don't lose our stopwatch up here. Look how much easier this is when you can just go straight up. Whoosh! I don't think the enemies up here have changed at all, so it's still just gonna be heat shades and the foxes and whatnot. Case in point. However, we do need to be careful about getting electrically shocked on those Tesla coil spikes that are around here. Let's see. Should just be able to head straight up from here. Can we? We might actually be able to, yes. Ow! And these guys are basically nothing, so we can... Oh, no, you don't. Hey! Give that back. Okay, Golem's boss room should be just ahead. I could have swore there was a bustable ceiling in here. Nah, I guess it's just that one. Don't want to grab the knife. Okay, so now you'll notice there's green candles in here. I think these ones are called trick candles, and there's 2 of them, thankfully, so... Not as big of a hassle as the mimic candle. Oh, scary candle. These are the ones I can one-shot, so I probably don't even need the stopwatch to kill them. Or I can just get the Uranus card on the second kill. So if I'm not mistaken, Uranus is the one that I actually really wanted. This one lets us summon things, like actually summon help, and basically use like really powerful magic attacks by using the, I think it's Apollo that lets you throw projectiles, half circle facing whatever direction it is you're looking at. So Uranus Salamander is a firestorm, and basically almost all of these are semi-screen nukes of some kind. Serpent. Now, I will say, when it comes to these, that the particle effects that we let out are actually the hitboxes of these item or these summons, so to speak. So, like, anything not getting caught in these like sonic blasts wouldn't be getting hit by it. There's a few that are like either strictly vertical or strictly horizontal. Yeah, like this one. Anything not getting hit by one of those rising rocks would just not get hurt. And cockatrice, I think... Cockatrice actually isn't that bad, because the projectiles do cover a fairly sizable portion of the screen. Manticore, I think, is basically the same as... Okay, that's basically like Poison Hydrostorm, but... Manticore's always done crap damage, so not particularly helpful. And during the summon animations, you are invincible, so they're really good for getting damage in on enemies while you're dodging. Now, the big one here that we're going to be using for dealing with flyers from here on, like the Succubi type enemies, is Uranus Thunderbird. Just literally nuke the whole screen. It's really nice. Okay, so... Jupiter... You know what? Let's go with Speedy Speed, Pluto Griffin. So, I think we're done in here, so we need to head back to the outer wall, which there's still a sizable amount of stuff in the outer wall, so that will work out just fine, so... Or, no, this is the audience room, is what it's called. So, yeah, okay, we need to head out the exit way. I'll probably take a few, like, chip hits every now and again, but... I can just blaze right through these guys, so whoosh whoosh! Is it through here? Yes, it is. It's right across the way here. Okay, and then I should just be able to bowl everything over that's in here. Maybe except the werewolf, but nope, I can just bowl everything over, so get out of my way. So there was actually like a hidden thing over here, and it's actually a good thing that we're coming this way next. I didn't explicitly plan it like this, but this works out, because there's a sub-weapon repository at the top of this shaft, with some new enemies in it as well. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to actually bowl through these guys, because these guys are pretty tough. But, in here, we have, whoa, werehorses, I believe is what these guys are called. Yeah. These guys are basically just weaker minotaurs. There's also were-jaguars up here. A lot of were-beasts. Yeah, you have fun with that. These guys drop meat if you feel like farming them for it. And then way at the back here is the cross. So we will never need anything else again. Because we are done with the stopwatch and pretty much any other sub-weapon that isn't the cross. There's another booster of some kind up here. No hidden walls, just a bunch of these things. Yeah, there's a mana boost. You lingered just a bit too long. That's better. Yeah, getting all these boosters is doing wonders for our stats. Okay, and there's actually a pit stop I want to make since we're going to be going around in this area and eventually going to the outer wall. Let me check the map, make sure we're not missing anything in here. The big central area is missing a few things. I think we can just kind of get those as we pass by. Though looking at it, I think it's just that one central room. Yeah, it's just that one central room down there, and then there's a shaft on one side in the main hub. So yeah, that should be workable. So we'll head down back to, like, the central area then. Now, if you want to farm hearts, that place isn't bad to do it, but there are definitely better places. Okay, not dealing with wind demons. There's no reason for us to deal with them. Let's see. We want to go down. Nice try. Now, in here, you have new enemies in the form of imps and forest armors. Dang, those guys are still pretty tanky. I believe we want to go straight ahead this way. Yep, we can push this out of the way. Oh, poison armor. Lovely. Oh, sure, just knock me into the mana boost. Not like I was going to heal with that, but whatever. Okay, I guess that's a pretty decent place to farm Rainbow Robe if you really care. Alright, we should be able to go straight up through here, because there should be a hole. Oh no, I'm thinking of a later room. Block those rocks. Ooh, spiced meat. Thank you. I guess if you want to get spiced meat, that's one way to do it. Ah, there's the hole. Okay, go this way. A little shortcut, and we can go straight up through here. Now, once we actually get to the outer wall bit... I'm just going to dodge you. You're not worth my time. We will be making an equipment farm, actually. Oh, they drop rainbow robes, too. I didn't even know that. Not that way. That leads to the frozen shade I farmed, if I'm not mistaken. I'll take these hearts, though. A little bit helps. Okay, up here, we should be fairly safe, because it's still really weak enemies. Actually, wait, no. I think they did get updated. Yeah, they did, because there's a wind armor over there. However, I want to go ahead and do Pluto Thunderbird for what's in here. Or not Pluto, Uranus Thunderbird. Notice how expensive that is. 200 per use. That's nuts. But, the enemies down here, if y'all recall, down in this little pit is where we farmed the Thunder Skeleton for the Golem card. It's since been replaced. I think this happened when we killed Death. Nightmare. Much like the Fallen Angel, Nightmare is just a pain to deal with, so it's just really much easier just to spam the Thunderbird summon to kill her. Now, the reason we want to kill her is she has an item drop we want. There are all these, like, succubus enemies just kind of hidden around that drop various really good pieces of equipment. Of course, if she would stop dying in the ceiling, that would be really helpful. You're gonna fly through the ceiling first. Will you stop dying in the ceiling? That's gonna make getting her drop really obnoxious if she insists on dying in the walls. Let's try Cockatrice instead. I think Cockatrice will be less likely to actually murder her while she's in, like, the geometry of the area. There we go. Yeah, it petrified her, but that's how you know we got it. Okay. Well, she drops Mind Up, so we might as well use them. Yeah, that's better, because they'll stop her from dying in the ceiling. But she has a particular suit of armor that I want. There it is! The needle armor. This is, I think, the third best piece of body armor in the game in terms of raw defense. You see, it boosts our defense by a ton, and it also increases our strength by 10. So, yeah, really good defense, decent strength. It cuts our int a lot, but that'll be okay. Alright, so that should be the last of the things we need to find around here. Let's see. Yeah, this area is good. We don't want to go up just yet. And I think everything else, there's that lower area. Yeah, there's that area in the hub that's basically a vertical shaft, but otherwise I think we're good. So, we can move on. Out of my way! Now up here, if you were interested in getting a magic robe, there's a witch up here guarding this heart extension. She's definitely easier to kill than the other ones because there's no water in her robe. But that's basically all that's over here. And note that hole in the wall. There's this huge, like, black expanse, just this big empty area right next to me. If you look to the right, that's the entirety of the battle arena in there. And I'll explain more about that when we actually go in there. But let's see. I think we found everything in here, at least without having to go to the church. Let's see. Yeah, I think we found everything in this area. So the next place we'd want to go is the Eternal Corridor, but I think we've already found everything in there. Let's see. According to the map, yes, we have. We have found everything in there. So the next place we actually want to go is it the Chapel Tower? Because I think we've already found everything in there for the most part. No, there's a few places. Okay, so let's head to the chapel. The chapel would be easier to get to via the warp, rather than running there. I don't think there's anything in particular else we need to find around here. Let's see, found that. Nothing special around there. Yeah, I think we found about everything. If you head back to Necromancer's boss room, I think another one of those trick candles is in there. But that one has a ton of HP, and it's not worth killing, because it doesn't drop a card. So, yeah, there's a small area in the chapel tower we didn't get to. It's those two side rooms, from the looks of it, that we haven't explored yet, so that should be pretty easy to do. Yeah, that should be fine. So let's head to the chapel and grab those two rooms. Might as well save since we're here. We are in the hub. Out of my way! Perfect, this is right where we need to be. Just what you can, you stupid sword. Okay, so I want to head up as high as I can to get to that one area that we missed. through... Not here. That's a save point. It's the next area further up. It should be over here. Yes, this room. So now we can push blocks. We can get this out of the way. One of these rooms has a griffin in it. Oh, okay. I see succubus. I am not dealing with that. Health boost, I'll take it. Let's see, and then we want to drop back down towards the entrance. I think we want to go this way. Yes, this is the place. This is the area that has the griffin in it, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there it is. Oh, and an archdemon too. Might as well just Thunderbird them. Oh, that's Griffin. You know what? It's funny. I killed Griffin with his own summon. For another health boost. Okay, so that should be everything in the chapel. Let's see. That is, in fact, everything in the chapel. Any branching paths you see there, like door indicators, are leading to the battle arena. So that should be good. The next area is going to be the underground waterway type area. There's a few things in there we haven't explored, so let's head that way. Shouldn't be too hard to get to. And I don't think it's like hidden walls or anything either. It's just straight up areas we haven't been to yet. Yeah, it should be straight ahead, and I should be able to just bowl this guy over. Okay, I can't bowl them over, but I can get pretty close. Okay, I can one-shot them with the whip. That's good enough. Down here. Can I one-shot the imps? I can. This actually ain't a bad spot to farm meat. Just run the imps over. That'd be an easy way to do it. Alright, so straight across here. What do we got in here? Harpy. I'm just not even gonna bother with you. Yeah. I don't want to deal with flying enemies. They're really annoying. Heart boost. Alright, so the next one's actually down here. I think we went this way. Ah, no we didn't. I don't think we could have pushed blocks when we came here before, so... What's in here? A poison knight. A bunch of poison knights that I'm not dealing with. Jeez, how many of these guys are in here? I'm going to use Neptune. I'm going to use Neptune Manticore to get out of here. Just so I don't get poisoned, because poison is going to be a real inconvenience. I don't know why Nathan just decided to stand still there for no reason. Alright, let's see. Next one's actually in this room. There's two of them in here. Alright, I'm gonna get up here. Kill this idiot. Now, there's gonna be two harpies in here. Let's get them both on screen if I can. There we are. Come on, come closer. Yeah, that's right, get rid of both of y'all. I just hate flying enemies. And we got a lizard man up here. HP, and I think there's an MP boost down here. Yeah, with some jump trickery, I think we could have gotten the MP boost early, but not the HP. Alright, let's see. Anything else in here? I don't think there's any areas I haven't been to. Any hidden walls that I've missed? Let's see, I got that one. No hidden walls there. That's leading to the zombie dragons. Nothing in there. I got the one that I always miss. Looks like we got everything in here. So next is going to be the front entrance and deaths area, which we can get to that pretty easy through the other side. Actually, we can probably just backtrack and use the warp next to the chapel. Get back to the entrance and deaths area that way. Okay, let's do that then. Ooh, yeah. That's good for farming hearts and spiced meat. Nah, I've got better things to do with my time. Alright, so let's go this way then. Out of my way! Out of my way! Out of my way! I said out of my way! Here we are. Okay, so from here, we want to head towards the entrance. Back where the flame armor was, where I first got the cross and where I did my early game level grinding. There's something we can get up there now. Let's bowl these guys over. And this will also allow us to access the underground warehouse area, where Death was. Those guys come up just slowly enough. There it is. Health boost. Oh. Not losing my cross to a knife, thank you very much. Let's see, so down in Death's area, I think it's just that one little tower part we're missing. Let's see. Yeah, there's that little tower part, and then there's the rightmost room. There's an item we couldn't have gotten in there until now. So, yeah, that should be feasible. Okay, that shouldn't take too long. Unfortunately, I won't just be able to bowl things over for this area, since this is a higher level zone. I'll get summons at the ready. Let's see. Thunderbird, yeah, that'll do. Not even bothering. Thanks. Now, Thunderbird's not going to work on you, and unfortunately, you're in a really narrow space, so yeah, I wasn't able to jump over that guy. I just said screw you to that particular enemy. Let's see, yeah, I got the Thunder Knight. You probably didn't get damaged too much. Ah, I can just one-shot these. Nice. Your steel armor is quaint. I don't really care. Just clear the room. Ooh, lots of meat. Tasty. How close are we? It should be the next major vertical area. I'm not even concerned about these things. Level 72 should be more than sufficient to take care of the rest of the content. Yeah. Get rid of these. Let's see. So not the next room, but the one after, and then there's that vertical shaft with all the succubi in it. Yeah, I just need to go this way. Okay, can I just dodge this guy? Yes, I can. Though it seems there are more of them in here. Oh, no, you don't. I think there might be... Oh, no, it's just an arc demon. Ooh, okay. There we go. For him, health boost. Now, the next thing we need to do is we actually need to go to not the next entryway, but the one after that. So the third one from the bottom, or the third one from the top, rather. Because there's that big square room at the very end that we technically couldn't complete, because there was an item up there that was too high for us to reach. So let's see, one. A dead succubus, don't care. Yeah, the animations take a while to deal with, but I'd say it's worth it just so I don't have to deal with succubi. Okay, should be through here. Oh, I'm just three-shotting them now. Nice. Oh, right, because I got my armor. Let's see. Like, how'd I go from 4 to 3-shotting them? I haven't leveled up yet. It's because of the armor. Yeah, I remember when we were more or less exclusively reliant on the cross to kill basically anything in here? Should be through this one. It'd help if I didn't hit my head on the ceiling. Yes, in here. Ooh, meat. Thank you. Up this way. A heart boost. Okay. I don't think there's anything in here, so... Whoa, nice try. That should be the last of the stuff in here, because we got the secret room behind Death's boss door. So, yeah, the next place we'd need to go... Let's see... The next place is the underground waterway. The waterway's got a few things, and we'll probably be down there for a while because we have to mess with all those switches. But basically, after the waterway, it should be the observation tower. We clear that for story stuff, and then we can go to the battle arena. So, okay, yeah, let's go do that. To the waterway. I won't say no to spiced meat. Spiced meat's really nice. Ow. Thank you. Did I just manage to kill 3 of them? I guess so. Might as well save and heal. No golems? I was about to say. Thank you. Liking the amount of heart megas I'm getting. Let's see, we should be able to get to the waterway from here. Yes. Assuming I actually make, you know, the right call there. Yes, we should be able to get to the waterway by going up this way. Not concerned about my hearts in here. Here we go. Okay. Now I will unfortunately need Neptune Serpent, because getting frozen in here is still going to be a threat. But at least being able to thoroughly explore the area shouldn't be too bad. Oh, I'm right next to one of these switches. Brandishing the guy to death's not going to work. Let's pick that back up, and... Okay, there we go. I can at least three-shot these, so they're not that bad. Okay, maybe it's not quite three-shot, but... Okay. Hit this to make that go down. Unfortunately, you can't just jump through them, so we do still have to mess with the switches in here. Okay. I think I need to go across the way to hit another switch to make those go up. Yeah, I'm immune to your stuff. I don't care. Okay, maybe not. I guess there's another switch further up. Just die, will you? I've got so much MP, I can quite literally do this all day. I really don't care. There's gotta be a switch I can hit to make that go down. Because that's like one of the major puzzles of this area, is figuring that out. I think I might have to go around and double back. Yeah, because to get to the next one, I have to go underneath this. So... if I go... because, yeah, I have to lower this now. Okay, four-shotting these guys isn't bad. I just wish moving the levers doing their thing didn't take forever. Alright, now... Ah, okay. I see what we need to do. We need to go hit the switch in the next room and then double back. Hit this, go back, and then we should be able to get to that secret over there. Because now the block should be raised. Hit me anyway. HP max. Alright. Oh, right. I don't have Thunderbird equipped. Let's see. Oh! Right! There's another wall in there. I'm like, wait a minute, that wasn't it? No, because I think there's either a phase-through wall or a breakable wall. I think this one's phase-through. Yeah, this one's phase-through. The only phase-through wall. I like how they use that to trick you, because you'd think, oh, I can just whip this and break the wall, but when it doesn't break, you notice the camera slowly panning. It's like, ooh. But no. I wish they did that more, because that's the only hidden wall like that in the game. Let's see. Anything else in this starting room? No. The next one is in the next room in the ceiling. So let's go this way. Let's heck with y'all. I will kill these guys just because they're annoying and they'll get in my way with their ice projectiles knocking me out of the air. Now, this one should be fairly easy to identify because, if I'm not mistaken, it should be... There should be, like, a raised series... Yes, that. It should be on top of that. Ow. There it is. Okay. So there's a room dead ahead that we need to go into. It's like a standalone thing. That shouldn't be hard to get to, though. Not from up here. Yeah. Grab this. Let's see. Now, in the next room, there's a secret in the upper corner, but I think that's actually the last of the hidden walls in here. Yeah, right where I'm standing is the last of the hidden walls. So... yeah, okay. There's just some items sitting around, but there's no more, like, breakable walls or anything we gotta worry about. So once we get out of here, we can actually head to the... we can head to the observation tower and actually make our way through there. So yeah, there's just a handful of items that are still down here. And I will do a last-minute double check of the map percentage when we actually are at the point where I should check that, just to make sure there's no rooms I missed, but I'm pretty sure... Ooh, spiced meat. But I'm pretty sure I'm doing pretty well on the completion. Now, unfortunately, the map completion does not take into account any items you've picked up, like the boosters. So, that won't tell me if I've collected the items, but it will tell me what rooms I've been in. Through here, we need to go up. Oh yes, this room, with the witches! I will kill the Abion Darks, though. Yeah, spiced meat. Won't say no to spiced meat. Spiced meat's nice. Freaking octopus. Ooh. I think to get this, we just need to go over here. Ah! I don't know what damage type that is, if it even has a damage type. But it's not dark, we're not glowing green. I can heal with this. Ooh, we've broken 700 HP, that's nice. Okay, then there's the top part of the next room, and then the room after that, and then that should be it. So the next room from here does not have any items in it, just a mapped area to map out. And then there's an MP boost we missed in the room going in the last major chamber there. So we will need to hit the switch in order to progress, though. So we'll go see if I can find the switch. Should be one just right down here. Thank you. I will take all the healing items I can get my hands on. We will need them for the battle arena. Actually, do I need to hit that other switch down in that room? Yes, I do. I need to hit that switch in there. Okay, so I don't get frozen. Gotta hit that switch. Now we need to get to the top corner of this room. I'm gonna potentially pay for this. Ooh. Ah, okay. Yeah, I need to find another switch. I might need to go into the next room to get that switch. If I'm not mistaken, those are the ones I was grinding off of, I think. Let's see, is there a switch in here? Yes, there is. So hitting that should allow me to get to the top part of the next room. Or the previous room, rather. I knew it wasn't these. Okay. Now, despite how that looks, I don't think there's actually anything, like, in the ceiling. Pretty sure there's not anything up here. Nope, nothing. Just a siren. Okay, so that was the room that had nothing, and up here should be the last item in this area. Oh no, an ice demon. Well, you're a flyer and you're ice elemental, so... Yeah, take that. Just get freaking firestormed. MP boost, too. Alright, that should be the last item in the underground waterway, so from here, we can leave and go to the observation tower. Yes, that looks like the way to go. Unfortunately, I think to get back, we actually have to go and take the long way around. Because there's no switches up here. Yeah. I think we need to go this way in order to get towards Carmilla. And I'll just jump over all these. There's no reason for me to kill them. Excuse me, lizard person. Ah, yes, the hand room. Okay, so we are on the right track. Up we go. Through here. Okay. Alright, so to get to the observation tower, we need to head back to the hub. Alright, here we are. Okay, so we need to head back to the outer wall and then straight up. And then I'll be exploring a whole new area. Oh, I missed. Okay, so we're actually going to have to be careful in here. Because this is a brand new zone with lots of places we haven't been to yet. You know what? There's enough of them on screen that I can justify doing this. Okay, we got ourselves an area here. Oh, Wind Knights. Or Wind Armor, I suppose. Yeah, one well-placed cross takes them out. Them and their healing item drops. Max health. Alright. I don't think there's any hidden walls in here, but I'll check anyway. There wouldn't be any hidden ceilings. This is too far out of the way. Yeah. Okay, what do you want, Avast? I'm in the middle of a stream right now. No, stop it. Fine. Antivirus just being stupid. This room looks clear, so let's head up. I'm gonna need petrification protection in here. Nice. Ah, hello, hidden wall. I guess you can use summons for that, too. Ah, yes, let's not get stoned by you. Ooh, soldier fatigues. I think those give a lot of strength. What is it now, Avast? No, piss off. Stupid. Antivirus. You know what? Let's kill them all. Oh, wow. She was so far away it actually missed. Right, let's go down here. Now, this is going to be dangerous. There we go. Kill them all. Yeah, 4 of those things in there with a siren, you are asking to get hurt. Hello, obvious hidden wall, and a Minotaur room! You know what? Based on where they're located, Cockatrice wouldn't be a bad thing to use here. Yeah, there's not going to be any hidden walls here. I mean, there might be on that side, but I don't think there are. No, there's not. Let's see, there's that hidden wall up there. There's 1 or 2 more hidden walls in here? No, actually, it looks like there's just 1. Okay. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. Don't care. We might as well hit up the save point because we are in the area. Get all of our MP back. Also, if you want to farm hearts, this candle right here is really good for it. Like, I can actually show you how I did my, my grinding here. You run in, stop right at the base of that pillar, and yeah, just throw across. It just murders them. Just run in and out and do that, and yeah, you'll get tons of XP really quick. I think the actual, like, final few levels took about an hour and a half or so, but it was really quick once the damage numbers got high enough. That's one way to do it. Is this the room with the scary knights? No, this is the room with the shades in it. Not what I meant to do, but that works. I think that leads to the area I don't want to go to. Ooh. Or is it this? Ah, this is a bonus thing. Oh, these guys! I don't like these. These things are annoying. Alrones or whatever. These things are annoying because in order to actually damage them, you have to hit the woman part. Matter of fact, somebody's standing here. I am half tempted to use, freaking... What? See how you like getting petrified. Those guys have some really good item drops, but damn if they're annoying. Well, damn if they're not annoying. Ooh! A potion EX. Okay, that's a Demon Lord. Demon Lords do a lot of damage, and they're like the ultimate of the Beast Demon type. But they're still really weak to just being in their face. Strength Armband. I think that's the 100 HP one. Youch, we took a lot of damage. Don't want to be reckless. 8! Dang, we're already over 800 HP. Very nice. There we go. Should be this way, then. Ah, yes, this is the big, like, music hall. I believe... Yep, okay, we've got some nasty dudes coming up here. I think these are called Dark Armors? They might be called something else. It's either Dark Armor, Shadow Armor, Dark Armor. Okay, so these guys are annoying because they fire in 3 directions, and they fire really fast. Now, unfortunately, I actually do want to kill these because they have an item I want. You see, they do a lot of damage even with the defense boost. Now, they can drop platinum armor. That's not what I want from these. What I want is an accessory that they and only they can drop. Thankfully, in one of these rooms, there's actually a pretty decent spot to farm one. Let's see. You're at a weird angle, so we'll just have cockatrice deal with you. Ooh! Did he drop it? Yes, he did! Okay, so the double grips. That is the best accessory in the game. The only problem is that it's useless by itself. As the name implies, you need to have 2 of them in order to actually get the effects, but they are really, really good. Now, I believe the last hidden wall is actually up here, somewhere, and contains a lone Dark Armor, which we can farm for our last double grip. There it is. Should be right in here. Yep. And I completely miss. Okay. So what I'm going to want to do, let's get the defense boost going. And I'm just going to want to farm this Dark Armor until I get a second double grip. And then once I get the second double grip, I can grab the health boost that he's guarding. Weird that it knocked me backwards towards him, but yeah, he does not give you a lot of time to react. In order to tell how to dodge, you want to watch where he's pointing his sword. If he points it to the ground like that, you want to jump. If he points it straight ahead, duck under it. And if he points it up, don't jump. There it is. Okay, so if we go to our equipment, we don't need the cursed ring anymore. You notice the double grips just removes the cursed ring bonus. However, if we equip both of them, this would also affect luck if we didn't have max luck already. But basically, if you have both double grips equipped, it's all stats plus 75. So, really good. And now, basically, we can ignore everything. We really don't need to fight anything anymore. Wait a minute. What? Did I just miss something, or... Oh, that goes to here. I was confused by the map layout for a second there. Okay, I'm gonna want stone protection in here, because stone is unfortunately around. I won't want to kill the Catoblepuses because they can drop meat. Axe. For the hearts. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is the last hidden wall in this area. Yeah, that's the last hidden wall. Well, no, there's one more hidden wall. It's a really big one, though. So, yeah, we've got one more hidden wall. And then we've got forward progress. Which I think this way... Oh, we need to be very careful in here. We could very easily die in this room. Because there is a unique mini-boss type enemy in here. This guy, the Devil. He has really powerful dark elemental attacks. Ow! You see, that was with the defense boost and the best armor we can have right now. Yeah, he has really powerful moves. Okay, that's his little shield. He's immune while doing that. That's the attack you want to watch out for, where he shoots a bunch of flames across the ground like that. Once we get all the cards, we can trivialize this guy. But for now, he's incredibly dangerous. He gives a lot of XP, though. And I think he can actually drop an armor set. But it's weaker than what we've got. You can see he is taking a beating. Whew. Okay, we killed him. What did he drop? The mirror armor. Now, I think that's weaker than what we've got. Yeah, we lose the strength boost and a lot of defense. His room's good for farming hearts, though. Don't want holy water. Oh no, I'm cursed. I actually want to get right here, because this is where the secret wall is. You know what? Let's kill 2 legions with 1 summon. Oh, I can't summon because my attack button's blocked. Okay. just wanted to make sure that didn't drop anything. You want to be really careful in here, because there's a ton of these dark armors. And they were guarding a heart boost. Whew. Okay. I think that's the last hidden wall in this area. Matter of fact, I think that's the last... No, it's not the last hidden wall, period. There's one more that I can think of. But, there's a warp room just below where we are, so we can use that to go back to the hub and save. Especially after having to deal with a literal devil. Alright, whew. One more should take us to the hub. There we go. Whew. Not what I wanted to do, but that works. Man, I've been just like accidentally throwing my sub-weapons more or less all playthrough. It's only very fortunate happenstance that they just happen to be killing stuff when I do it. That should take me up here. Yep, we're back where we should be. Okay, just mind the Legion up top so we don't get cursed. Or petrified. We don't want to get petrified either. That would be bad. Okay, I'm gonna try and just run past Devil. Okay, he's doing... That attack's also really nasty. Can I just run past you? There we go. Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with Devil right now. This is gonna sting because I'm about to get hit like right on it. Ooh. Oh! I guess activating the DSS combination gave me a slight amount of iframes, and I timed that, like, perfect. Okay. So I don't think there's anything here. Let's check the map. Yeah, this looks complete. Yeah, we're good. Okay, this isn't a bad room to farm hearts in. We'll farm hearts after the fight. I think we'll be fine. Okay, let's heal first before going in. We definitely won't be getting a chance to stop and do this during the fight, that's for sure. Alright, so I want Venus... Salamander. And I'll farm a few hearts while I'm waiting for my MP to recharge. So this is the throne room, normally where Dracula would be. Nathan, so you've finally arrived. You? You're okay? I thought that they... Q, what are you doing? I am superior to you. I will defeat you to prove myself to Father. You're being controlled by Carmilla? No, by Dracula. Got him. Oh. Alright. Hey, I can do that too. I think he actually does use some DSS combinations too, now that I think about it. Ah, he's invincible while doing that too. But now he's literally flashing. I believe this is known as Konami seizure time. Let's get rid of all his projectiles. Yeah, he's got some DSS stuff activated. Alright, if he's going to be throwing projectiles, I'll save that for when he actually starts throwing them. Yeah, looks like he's got Pluto Serpent going? As he's throwing two sub-weapons. Oh, that's... Ow. Yeah, that's a Mars combination, I think. Not one that we can use, but... Got him! Stop, Hugh! I don't want to hurt you. Hugh! Nathan? Ugh. I'm alright now. You're yourself again. Nathan, I'm sorry. I was envious of you. When Father named you the successor, I was afraid that I was worthless. I needed the recognition. Enough. That probably was the dark weakness that Father saw. In my soul, why he chose you. Stop it, Hugh. It's alright. Even I realize now that Father was right in his decision. Don't make me embarrass myself further. Allow me self-pity for now. Help Father now. I'm entrusting his return to you. I accept. You can have your self-pity. I'm going to heal the wounds you inflicted on me. Vanilla Coke. And we get the final relic in general, the last key. Need to open the door to where the rite will take place, which was that locked door right at the beginning of the game, where Dracula dropped us down that huge shaft. Let's see, I think we need to go up here to actually fill out the map. I don't know if you can actually hide up here from Hugh. I don't know if he'd follow you or not, but eh. Alright, so this should be the entirety of the observation tower finished. So aside from the ritual room and the battle arena, we're good. So let's go ahead and hit up the ritual room real quick. I think there's petrification dudes in here. Don't want to get petrified. Let's dodge all these guys, I really don't care. I need to go up in here. During his little inferno. I think you can hit him with a cross during that, if you can bait it. Thank you. Down through here. Okay. Whew. And thankfully, there is a warp thing literally right in front of where we need to go. Now, this is story progress, but we can fight at least Dracula's first phase without breaking the story or being locked into a point of no return. And right here, if I've done everything correctly, this should be the last hidden wall. Or in this case, a hidden floor. Now, the reason I'm going up here is for map completion's sake, mostly. Because this boss room here that has Drac in it, this counts for map completion. So right now we're at 94%, and we have not been to the battle arena. So, okay, I want to set up accordingly. I want Neptune, Thunderbird. Because Drac himself is actually pretty easy. You've done well to come so far. Master! Impeccable timing. The time for the right is upon us. Your soul will become ours as well. Not if I can help it. Master, are you alright? What an emotional display. But don't fool yourself. Even you must have darkness upon your soul. What? To be superior. To be honored for your singular accomplishments. To be loved by all. To get the glory even at the expense of others. That is what your friend craved. I just increased that desire, that power. You despicable blight! How dare you toy with his soul? I'll get you for that. Okay, so I want to make sure I have Neptune Thunderbird, and this is a pretty standard Drac fight. He'll just kind of teleport at random. Okay, ice, easy to dodge. Now, the reason this particular first Dracula phase is easy is normally you have to hit him in the head. Oh, okay, that's what I want Neptune Thunderbird for, because that one's really hard to dodge. That's going to be fire. That's his standard fireball. Yeah, these are the only attacks he has. He'll shoot one of 3 elemental bat types at you. Oof. The lightning one's really hard to dodge, so just tank it. Fire is his standard Hellfire attack, and ice is supposed to be Dark Inferno. I don't know what the hell the Thunder one's supposed to be, but just absorb it. You'll be fine. Okay, that Hellfire one hits pretty hard. That got him. Power. I need my full power. Huh? Chase him! Don't let him escape! Ugh. I'll take care of Father. You go after him. Right. Get Master to safety. Nathan, banish Dracula and then make sure you get out. I will. Okay, so we actually have control here. This is the point of no return. Once you step into that, you're locked into the final fight with Dracula. However, we still have the entirety of the battle arena to go through, so let's go do that. Thankfully, Dracula will just patiently wait there with his little portal up while we do whatever else we need to do around here. So, let's head to the hub, save, and then hit up the battle arena. Let's see, here we are, back at the hub. Well, so much for dodging. There we go. Okay, so we need to head to the warp that's up there by the battle arena. Should be the next one. Yes, here we are. I'm actually going to take this opportunity to farm some hearts. There's a big candle right outside here, so this seems like a pretty good place to do it. As because we're going to need all the hearts we can get. Alright, cool. We're only down a single hit point, so that's not too bad. Just ignore you guys. I want a full heal before going in there. Thankfully, we're only down 1 hit point, so there we go. Okay, so your DSS combination really doesn't matter, because, well, the game itself will explain it here. The step beyond will be to test your ability in the battle arena. Your mind power will be drained. You will not be able to use DSS. This is the primary reason why you basically can't come in here as Magician, because you will get murdered, because you can't use your main gimmick. Once you enter, you will not be able to leave until all are defeated. Now, specifically what this means is that this is a series of rooms that is basically a combat gauntlet. You can't leave while there are enemies currently alive in the room that you're in, but in the transition points between the rooms, you are allowed to leave. There's little gaps you can slide through if you don't think you can make it. Though you may be rewarded for your efforts. There are 3 major rewards in here, only one of which is guaranteed. So we will be very heavily reliant on our sub-weapons in here. Something else to be wary of is that all enemies get a massive stat boost if they appear in here. You also don't want to get petrified. Thankfully, I don't think anything in here could poison us, but... or not poison us. We can get poisoned in here. Ow. I don't think anything in here can freeze us, but we can get petrified, which is very dangerous. Oh, sure, drop the magic robe when I don't need it. Freaking wind demon. But yeah, this area here is why I've been saving all of these consumable items that I've been picking up. Because we'll be needing those to keep our HP topped off. And between these little areas here, you'll get a bunch of candles that let you refill your hearts. Now, if we wanted to leave, we could slide out through there. Oh, I've got a max stack of potions. Okay, recover all HP. I've got 1 potion EX, but I've got so many other things. Let's see. I'm missing... That'll do. 2 spice meats and a potion. You want to be especially careful anywhere... Ow. Thankfully that didn't petrify us, but... Ooh, still hit hard. You want to be very careful anywhere these face enemies show up. Because even though these are the weaker ones from the earlier in the game, while they're in here, they can petrify you. So be very careful. Oh. Okay. Some more hearts. Now, there actually is like a fill-up room coming up. Not here. Just a bunch of skeletons up here. Oh. Okay, we want to kill these fire demons ASAP. Whew, okay, we managed to stop their meteor attacks. Yeah, we should have more than enough healing to get through here. Okay, this room's really easy. Just slide kick into them. Now, there is a room coming up, the fill-up room that I mentioned. Okay, now you want to be careful in here, because in this particular instance, the bloody swords can poison you. They can't do that elsewhere, but they can do that in here. Get away from them. You know, it'd be nice if you threw a cross when I told you to throw it. Dude, I'm pressing up. Throw the cross, please. There we go. Got the damn bloody sword. There we go. Yeah, no, we've got plenty of healing, so this shouldn't be a problem. Ah, this is the fill-up room. This is the room full of Abion Dargs. Might as well just go ahead and top up on potions, because I've got 99 of them. But yeah, the whole purpose of this room is just to give you more spiced meat and potions. Now, I will go ahead and warn you guys, since we're getting on towards the end of it. Okay. This room's basically nothing just but a bunch of curse. So get ready to cure it whenever it happens. Now, technically, if we wanted to be cheaty, we actually could use magic in here, because we do have some full MP refills. Ah! Because the mana burn's just... it's basically just a really fast mana burn that drains it. It doesn't... Oh, I used an antidote by mistake. It drains it really fast, but you still have the mana for an amount of time. So if you're quick, you actually can use things like Summon Thunderbird. Oh, this is the nasty room. Okay, just throw crosses and kill them quickly. Nathan, now is not the time for you to be jank. Come on. Kill one of them. There we go. No, I can't seem to kill them, because... Come on, there we go. Okay, I need to heal. They got me in a bad spot here. Potion EX won't be necessary. Let's see. That'd be too much. There we go. Ration my healing. Now, you don't want to go too far into the room. Throw your cross, man! There we go. It's like it keeps wanting to throw the cross when I don't want it to, but when I do want to throw it, he doesn't want to throw it. Yeah, you don't want to advance too far into the room, because you will attract the attention of other Minotaurs in here. There we go. Yeah, this room's one of the worst. If you can survive this, you're good. Ugh. Now we're about at the halfway point, because now we're starting to go up. this room's gonna suck because we have to deal with succubi. Oof. And I can't use... There we go. There we go. I think there's more of them. Yeah, there's more. Get rid of the arachne. Succubi, I hate these things. Okay, I need to heal. I'm at critical health. Let's see. Good thing I got plenty of potion highs. Of course, this also wouldn't be a problem if I was playing in any other modes, because my attack power would be high enough to actually kill these things. But, ugh. And we've still got heart medicine, so... Right. Big thing here, kill the demon lords. Just kill them quickly. Don't even worry about the Alrons or whatever. They're on the ground. As long as you can kill the demon lords, you should be fine. There we go. That. And then those should be out of the way. Can I brandish you to death from here? I can. This is slow, but it's safe. You definitely don't want to get sandwiched between two of these. Actually, drop down right here. Jump up here. This is a better way to do it. Yeah. There we go. Magic robe. Now this should be fairly easy. He might turn around. Yeah, but not a problem. Can I brandish him to death? No, he is just out of range. Ugh. For the vines. Okay, we should be coming up on the final stretch here, I think. Let's see. No, we still have a couple. We're about 75% of the way through. Oh, this room's not bad. I think we can actually slide kick into these guys. Yeah, we can. Okay, so this room, you want to be extremely careful, because if you get petrified in here, you're basically dead. Okay, so this is a devil armor. Okay, there are 3 of these in here, and I want to kill these evil pillars before engaging the last one. Okay. So the last one, ow, is over there. If you get hit by devil armor while you're petrified, you are basically dead. So this is going to be the first instance where I'm actually going to abuse the rewind feature, because these guys only appear in here, and as you can see, they drop a card. Okay, he didn't drop it, so I'm going to have to do this. Now, I believe it tracks it, like, the second you actually throw the cross. So, come on. Nope. There we go. Black Dog. Okay, so that is the Darkness Elemental card. Since we're in this area, we can't do anything with that. But I'll show that off when we get out of here. Don't want to get petrified. Okay. I'm gonna want to heal up in the next room as well. Let's see. Because now we have these guys! White armor. These are basically the demon armor, but they're basically the demon armor equivalent for the holy armor we found in Death's area. I believe there are also 3 of these. Let me check. Yeah, there are 3 of them. So, once again, I will be using the rewind feature to try and get their card, because they have one of the better cards in the game, if not one of the best. Hence why it's locked back here. Okay, he dropped a potion. I don't want him to do that. Nope, I don't want a potion, please. Oh. Nope. Okay, but that tells me he's like in 1 strike from death. Okay, not from a whip strike, though. Okay, I actually have to do it to where before I threw that. Okay, throw it. No, I don't want the potion. Card, thank you. Unicorn, the light elemental card. So now, we actually have the entire deck. So now we just need to survive the rest of the battle arena, and I can show off all the cards. Okay, is this the last one? This is the last one! So do y'all remember that devil in the observation tower? Say hello to his meaner cousin. He is identical, but his stats are way pumped. And we don't have any protection this time. So we're just gonna have to fight him head on and hope he doesn't murder us. Can I get you to do your tornado? No. Ow! Yeah, he did over 100 damage. Okay. Got a few hits on him there, so that's good. Oh, he's doing the flamethrower. Don't want to do that. Do your tornado attack. That'd be nice. Okay, flamethrower. Get the fire wave. Got him. All right. He tagged me on the back, but that's okay. Mirror armor, and okay, so the not guaranteed rewards from here were the Black Dog and Unicorn cards. But we got those. The guaranteed reward, the Shinning armor. That's supposed to be the Shining armor, but it's actually the Shinning! Let's see. Shining armor. That is the best armor in the game. I don't think it gives luck, but it does boost. It boosts strength, gives us defense, of course, and it boosts our int. So this is the best equipment you can have. Shining armor, 2 double grips. And we slide out here, and you'll see we're back at the entrance. 99.8%. We are missing a room. Okay, what room are we missing? Miami thinks we are missing a hidden wall somewhere. Let me cross-reference the map and see what I'm missing. Not there. I'm looking around, not there. We got that one. Not there. Not there. We are specifically missing a room. What room are we missing? It's not a room in the waterway. Is it in the main little area? No. It seems to be okay. It's not there. Not in the machine tower, I don't think. No, the machine tower's fine. Not in the entrance. Not in Death's area. I've got to be missing a breakable wall somewhere. Where is it? Because I know the final boss arena with Drac does not count, so you need to find I need to find out where the last room is. Where is it? It's always that last little room that stymies 100% completion. Not in the catacombs, is it? Pretty sure I got everything out of there. Looking at it... Yes, I did get everything out of there, so... That shouldn't be it. I got that there. Ah! Okay, so I actually did miss a room in the waterway. I see where I missed it. It's near the entrance on the catacomb side. Okay. So... I'm just gonna run. Should be fine. Oh, that's a legion, and now I'm going all the way back down. Let me put on defense, just so I don't get murdered on the way out of here. Where are we? The easiest way to get there would be... Yeah, it'd be the Dracula's entrance. Or the entrance area. And then going up and down. Once my mana recharges, I'll show off the extra abilities here. So we also need to go up, around. Always one little room. Okay, I need to summon to clear these guys. Just get out of here. Down here... I'm actually going to go ahead and show off one of the nice ones. Jupiter Unicorn is the best shield in the game. You get a little bubble. Doesn't stop everything, but may as well. Should be just straight down here. Okay. So apparently there's a hidden wall right here that I missed. Heart max increase, and that should be 100% now. Yep, there we go. That's the only thing I was missing. Okay, so I'm going to head back to the hub, save, and then we can finish this off. Alright. If Twitch would stop bugging out on me. Thank you. Okay. I'll head back to the hub in the hub save point, and then I'll show off the cards. Let's head back. This should be the hub. Yep, here we are. Okay, so time to show off the combinations here. Starting with Unicorn. Mercury Unicorn gives us a Light Whip. And the nice thing about the Unicorn card is it not only does holy damage, it heals you with each swing. So that's technically faster than using Jupiter Mandragora. Venus Unicorn, I forget what this does. It's a defense thing, I think. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, doubles defense, but you deal half damage. You've seen Jupiter, gives you the bubble shield. Mars is a really long light blade. This does not heal you, but as you see, does a lot of damage. Comes out really fast, too. Let's see, Diana. Ah, yes, this is Magic Missile. If you whip, you shoot out a projectile that homes in on the nearest enemy. You know what? Let's actually clear this out. Okay, there we go. Let's see, Apollo. This throws a light orb, I think. Oh no, it causes a rain of holy spears. Not particularly useful, but it's there. Neptune gives you immunity to light damage. As far as I know, the only light elemental enemy is the Fallen Angel. So it'd be helpful for that, but we also have, we have Uranus Thunderbird, so why would we care? Okay, this I think summons a cherub? Yeah, it summons an angel. Now this one just rapid fires arrows. One of them does like a charge shot. I forget which one it is. Let's see. Now this one's cool. Uranus Unicorn is an invincibility granting healing spell. The best healing spell in the game. And then let's see, Pluto Unicorn, if I'm not mistaken, is just straight up invincibility. You lose mana like nobody's business, but you are completely invulnerable. You can't attack or anything. I mean, you can, but you won't damage anything. You're completely invulnerable, but you're also... Basically, you can't be touched, but nothing can touch you either. Now, Black Dog's kind of like the fun to play around with, but it's not actually that good. Because it's Dark Elemental, and pretty much everything in the game is Dark aligned, more or less. So the first is a Dark Whip. I believe the Dark Whip does lingering damage because it stays on the screen for longer. Let's see, Venus Black Dog. I forget what this does. Ah, this doubles your strength, but cuts your defense in half. Yeah. Double damage, half defense. Jupiter Black Dog. Now, Jupiter Black Dog is interesting. This kind of like blocks and absorbs stuff, but you're perpetually poisoned while you do it. Yeah, Black Hole Barrier will surround you, but HP is drained. See, it's funny because the game actually does consider you being poisoned for that, and you can cure it with an antidote, but it immediately comes back anyway. Let's see, Mars Black Dog, I think, is a gun. Yeah, you just pull out a pistol and shoot. That's a big strength boost, though. That gun must do a lot of damage. Let's see, Diana. Ah, yes, this shoots out the radial darkness orbs. Apollo, what do you throw? Ah, you just throw a dark vortex, okay. Create a black hole. Neptune Black Dog is probably the most useful combination because so many things do dark damage. Saturn. Oh, is this the one that charges? Okay, yeah, it's Saturn Black Dog. This thing has a charge shot. Just brandish her a bit, you'll notice the little mini demon, or whatever the heck this thing is. I think it's an imp. You'll notice it's getting a slightly bigger aura, and eventually it turns into some kind of pentagram type thing. Notice how fast that's draining our MP. It's draining it per shot, and he's just keeping on firing. Let's see. Uranus Black Dog. Summon the Black Dog. This is probably the most useless summon. Because literally all it is just the Black Dog runs across the screen, very narrow hitbox, does dark damage. Yeah, so not anything particularly special. And then there's the joke of the joke. Pluto Black Dog. you turn into a skeleton. And you attack by throwing bones. Like, that's literally it. You just throw bones. Now, the thing is, the individual thrown bones don't do that much damage. However, while you're in this skeleton form, you can occasionally throw a giant femur bone. If anything gets hit by that giant femur, it will guaranteed take 9,999 damage. The trade-off, however, is that as a skeleton, you effectively have 1 HP. You get hit by anything, you instantly die. So, yeah, definitely not worth using. Alright, but that's all the cards and all the card combinations. So let's refill our hearts and go take down Dracula for good. Let's see, 100 hearts. 50 hearts. Yeah, that's probably a little overkill, but that's okay. So let's go deal with Drac. Two more. And yeah, the closest save point is back at the hub, so... Alright. We're coming for you, Drac. Okay, so I want to go ahead and set up a DSS in advance. I want to set up Neptune... I forget if it's Neptune Golem or if it's Neptune Cockatrice. My gut's telling me Golem, but it might be Cockatrice. If I take a boatload of damage, we'll find out. Okay, so here's the thing. Turn this on just in case. Okay, he's doing the blood thing. That's fine. Actually, this one would be best for Jupiter Manticore, because that's a bunch of projectiles. You want to aim for that giant eyeball on his chest. Alright, what are you doing? Oh! I want to just jump up to dodge that huge beam. Yeah, I think that does fire damage, but you're better off just dodging it. What are you doing? Okay, I think that might be the meteors he's throwing, so Neptune Golem? Yep, that's the meteors, and it's stone. Okay, so we need Neptune Cockatrice for this one. There we go. Yeah, those meteors are really hard to dodge, but they do leave him open. Okay, he's doing that again. Okay, he's flashing. I'm gonna go ahead and get Pluto Unicorn ready. Ow. Okay. Thankfully, he just made contact with me there. Whew. If he actually hits you with the body slam, that does a lot of damage. Like, he could very feasibly either get me down to really, like, critical low, or just outright kill me. He does a lot of damage with that attack. Okay. So now that he's in his eyeball form, he's classed as a flyer and is really, really hard to hit. So, Uranus Thunderbird. This also has the side benefit of killing all the little bats that he spawns to cover himself. Okay, come on. Okay, I'm gonna heal just in case, because I don't want to get just completely destroyed. Let's see. Okay, He only did it twice. It's random. He'll do it anywhere from like 2 to 4 times. Right, where's your eyeball? Oh, I'm gonna get hit by that. Let's see. Yep, okay, that did about 400. That's fine. Ooh. So, survivable. Let's see. We need to stay... That was not quite half my HP. So... That should be good. Got him. So before I narrate this cutscene, I will go ahead and point out if you don't have all the cards, and you can't use Pluto Unicorn to dodge his charge attack, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use the high jump to jump all the way to the top of the screen. Like the second he does that little flash before he charges, that gives you just enough time to go straight up and dodge him. And he's got to do that for however long. It is a wasted effort. I will never be truly gone. So long as there is darkness and desire in the soul of man, I will continue to be revived. And we will be there to stop you. You can bet on that. Master, are you well? Nathan? Thank you. You did well. You've become a hunter in your own right. Q, I need to thank you as well. But your training must begin anew. I know, Father. I will train like I was reborn to become worthy. Hey, Nathan. If you become soft, I'll take over for you. I look forward to the challenge, Hugh. And that's it. That's Castlevania Circle of the Moon. I can definitely see the ups and downs that all the people who have played the game have talked about it. Like, all the positives are there, all the negatives that people talked about are there. Overall, though, I think the positives outweigh the negatives, and it's a really fun Metroidvania. The thing that I like about it particularly is that... Is that, of the Metroidvanias, this one feels the most RPG-like to me. Because the actual Metroidvania Castlevania games have, like, RPG-style leveling systems and equipment, like you saw here. I find that there's a lot more of that going on in this particular game, and being somebody who plays primarily RPGs, that sits really well with me. And I found it enjoyable despite the jank and the clunkiness. I also like how in this game the New Game Pluses are less like alternate characters and more just alternate classes with their own gimmicks and abilities and such that make the gameplay just different enough to be interesting. Like Thief Mode, for example, if you actually had a drop rate, like imagine just actually having a drop rate and you'd be able to get everything you saw me get and possibly more. Let's see, Shooter is fun because you get access to the homing dagger and All your sub-weapons are super efficient. I think they do more damage, too. Fire's just straight up a classic Vania because you can't use magic at all. I would say they're all pretty fun. So yeah, if you haven't played this and you have access to it, give it a try. You cleared all players. Thank you for playing. Oh wow, that's actually nice. They leave you a message for doing that. I wasn't expecting that, but with that, I actually have completely cleared this collection. All the new game pluses for this, and I've played through every other game in here. So neat. I don't suppose they're actually going to do anything for that. Nope. Yeah, you can see on average I usually finished in the 60 to 70 range, usually average of 70. Magician was lower leveled because you can see 93.3%. Magician cannot go into the battle arena at all because you just need you need mana as the magician, which you can't get. So, but anyway, yeah, that's it. That's Circle of the Moon. As I mentioned before, I think this would have been a game I enjoyed growing up had I had access to it. But it's been a fun Let's Play, even if it was a short one. And I actually have another short Let's Play planned for my next one before delving into my next really big project. And because of how short it is, I can probably start it immediately without needing to take my usual weekly break. So I'll see y'all probably on Wednesday for the midweek chill stream. So I hope y'all enjoyed Let's Stream Castlevania Circle of the Moon. And I will see y'all next time. Have a good night, everybody, and sleep well. Oh, well. Ah, okay. That was weird.